whenever I think I figured something out, and like I discovered the thing that is fucking me up, and I need to go fix the thing because I figured it out, because I'm smarter than everybody, right? I'm actually smarter than the entire world, than all situations that have ever happened, than all the self-help books, actually. I'm smarter than God. I'm smarter than the Buddha. They don't get it. They don't get it. I get it, right? Fuck off, Oriana. I mean, seriously, dog. I'm not even gonna talk about what I spiraled into, but baby, I spiraled. Man, have I been hair oil spiraling, all right? And you know what's crazy? It's that I can't believe this shit is still happening to me. Why am I still spiraling when I know it's not helpful? All right? But it's still, I'll do it. I'll indulge, because the thoughts that I have make so much sense, because I'm so smart, okay? I'm so much smarter than everybody in the entire world. I'm so much smarter than all the happy people that manage to find a way to smile every day, right? I'm so much smarter than all the monks. I'm smarter than I'm smarter than God, bro. Right? So because those thoughts that I have, that just make so much sense, because I'm not like everybody else, right? I have insight that other people don't have insight to, right? I'm crazy, all right? I go batshit insane. No reason, all right? I find the reasons in my head, all right? The outside world might give me like a semblance, like a tiny itty bitty sign of anything, and it could be, and I'll go, okay. Did you see that, guys? I was right. You were wrong, right? I was right. Or this is you talking to me about how I was right this whole time. And so I have to spiral. I have to I gotta freak out. I have to freak out, right? I have to freak out, because that's the only reasonable response. And then what I do is that I'll look down on the people who will see these situations and these horrible, horrendous things, right? And they don't freak out. And I'm like, how are you not freaking out right now? You're not a human being. You're a robot, all right? And then I go on this thing where I'm like, I'm not a robot. I'm a human. Does this make any sense? I'm a human. I'm alive. I'm passionate. And this is how crazy I go. And I'm letting myself feel this shit, okay? I'm better than all of you because I actually let myself feel the suffering, and all of you guys are numb, right? You guys are all numb, while I am better than you because I allow myself to freak the fuck out. Huh? Okay. And this reminds me of a time when I was like, this was like 2 years ago, I was talking to my friend Luciana, and she's the best, right? I was going through some shit, and I texted her and I said, should I freak out? And all she said was, ha ha ha. What? Because that's the thing. There is no situation ever, like there's many situations where it makes sense that you would freak out. There's no situation ever where you should decide to freak out. Does this make sense? Why am I deciding I need to freak out? I have to freak out, okay? I have to freak out right now. It's the only logical response, right? And yeah, that makes sense. When has that ever been helpful though, dog? Right? Here's the thing, is that I'm a poet, I'm an actor, I'm an artist, so I romanticize this shit, okay? I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. I romanticize going batshit insane by myself. Nobody even knows. In the outside, I'm confessing a lot right now, but I feel like if anybody else does this, I need to talk about it with somebody, okay? I'll just be on the outside, I'll be really put together, right? But inside I'm like insane, right? Anyway, so this is all to say humility would be a very great asset and like trait for me to have. I don't have much of it, I'll be real, okay? My ego is off the fucking roof. And an ego does this shit, bro. You have to have humility to accept that you don't have it figured out, that you're not always right, that sometimes what you perceive is not what is actually happening. What you perceive is not even the thing that's hurting you. You're hurting yourself with your thoughts about the thing that you're perceiving. Because if you really think about it, is the thing that's happening really an issue, or is it my relationship to the thing that's an issue? Right? And I feel like a lot of like spiritual gurus take it like that's the thing, that this is my ego, right? I feel like sometimes they take it a little too far with the situations. But then if I really take it a step further, right, and I try to see like why I need a haircut, bitch, why I would, if I take it a step further like they do, into the extremes of it's your relationship to the problem that's the issue, it's not the issue that's the problem. And I can go, well, what about when like really horrible fucking horrendous things happen, right? And as they're happening, I don't know enough about spiritual, like I'm still learning, I'm still on the learning curve, but I'm sharing my epiphanies as I go. This is a journal, not me telling you how to think, all right? You should go to like the Dalai Lama for that shit, not me, all right? As I just described to you, as you've just seen, all you can, this is just if people resonate, okay? Don't look at me for guidance, or if you're looking at me for guidance, just remember, I'm a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? So, where was I going with this? Okay, even in extreme situations, right? If I can think about the most horrible thing that's ever happened to me, all right? Bad. And I can think about how much it hurt me, rightfully so, bitch. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, I was so weak for letting that hurt me. It hurt because I'm a person. Sorry, okay? But at the same time, it's like there's hope to know that eventually, and at this point I've reached it, that thing doesn't hurt anymore, because over time and a lot of practice and a lot of healing, I changed my relationship to that thing that was hurting me, right? So that thing that happened to me sucked, right? But what changed now, it's like it was awful in like human terms and ground terms, not to be sky language about it, but my relationship to that has changed. So I can see it in a more positive view, not to be like, well, there's a bright side, what's the silver lining to this fucking PTSD event, right? But it's not about finding like the silver, I don't even know how to, you can remove the pain from the thing. That's what healing is you can decide that's not going to hurt anymore. It is my relationship to this problem that is hurting me. It's not this thing existing, right? I don't even know how to describe this. What's a good way to describe this? Okay, imagine, okay, let's just think about basic girlhood, women, and the thing that all of us go through, right? Overthinking about a text, or overthinking about something somebody said, or somebody not replying, or whatever, right? If you really think about it, are you hurt? Why are you hurt? It's because of your relationship, because of what you want, because it's not going the way that you want it to, right? The way that you want it to. It's coming from you. So, what if you decided, hey, actually, this isn't going to affect me. And it's obviously easier said than done. But the more, like, yesterday, fucking bitch, I was I was freaking the fuck out. For what? I can just be like, hey, I'm actually gonna have a good day. Despite whatever shenanigans, absolute whack shit you're doing over there, I am gonna be happy. My hair is pissing me off, okay? My relationship, my perception of my hair is pissing me off. It's our perception, right? So we just have to change our perception. It's like that thing. Okay, I've been taking Buddhist classes. I just did a little meditation, which is why I'm having this little epiphany, right? Where it's just, and I keep saying this over and over again, it's just your perception of the thing. Okay, if a pen, this is what they say, my teachers, a pen, I use a pen to write, right? But a dog will see a pen and think that's a chew toy, right? So who's right? Nobody's right. Or both of us are right. Okay? It's just our perception of the thing that changes the thing, right? This person hurt you, but to another person, they're just some guy or some girl on the train. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? And it's not to be like an optimistic nihilist, but who gives a fuck? But this is the thing that where I go insane though, right? Is because like I give a fuck. I give a fuck. I give a fuck. Sorry. Okay, I love passion, and I'm an actor, and I'm in love with romance and drama, and caring about things, and the poetry that comes from that. You know, I'm in love with the poetry of suffering. I romanticize this shit. Okay, I kind of like it in a really weird way. So if I'm being honest with myself, me letting myself be a miserable little cunt is my ego only. Personally speaking, it's me saying, okay, but it's so romantic if I were to go to the ocean right now and look into the horizon and be so sad for no reason, or like for a reason that I deem I should be flipping out about, right? Instead of, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, I'm gonna be happy because I live one life. I'm gonna fucking die at some point. I know I'm flipping my hair a lot. I just woke up, bitch. Okay? But I'm gonna die. I could die tomorrow. Okay? And I spent my last day looking out into the ocean being sad. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? When I could just be like this is like that woman, that blonde lady who has a podcast. Let them. Alright? Fuck. I want to have a good day. So I'm not gonna let your shenanigans bother me because I'm so centered in myself. And I'm so sure that I trust myself, I love myself, I honor myself, I value myself. I know how to have a good time by my schmelfies, okay? I know that as long as I have me, I'm good. Honestly, dog. As long as I got myself, bro, and I know I'm never going to give up on myself. I know I'm not ever going to give up on myself. I know I'm always going to be there to hold my own hand. I know I'm always going to get back up. As long as it's up to me, I got this. As long as it's up to me, I'm going to be fucking happy, dog. Nobody is going to have any fucking effect on that shit, okay? And even if they do because I'm a person and it will happen again, it will happen again. Because this shit happens to me all the fucking time. I let shit affect me, alright? Because I'm a person and I romanticize this shit, and a part of me fucking likes it. If I am honest with myself, a part of me finds it romantic, and so it's probably going to happen again, right? But the days when I don't want to really indulge in this, like, fucking Radiohead playlist, bitch, I got me, dog. What are you talking about? Why am I being sad about being attached to an outcome that I know that I don't need to be happy? You know, girl? Like, the fuck? What are you on about, queen? Change your relationship to these things that are affecting you. Okay. Exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what yes, precisely. I don't know how that happened, but you know, I got me. I know the practical steps that I need to take to have peace of mind and to be happy by myself. I know who I need to I know who I can reach out to. I know who not to reach out to. I know if there's nobody around, or if somebody, I know what to do. I have the tools, motherfucker. Damn. Okay? Anyway, that's... As long as you got you, bro, okay? And as long as you know how to take care of you, as long as you keep refining that, there's nothing for you to worry about. Life comes from you, brother. Not at you, okay? And we all attribute that to Timothy Chalamet. Listen, king, that's the Buddha. That's Buddhist. That's Buddhism, okay? And I can't believe I do this every time, where I'm like, I'm better than Buddhism. I'm better than God. I figured it out, okay? Actually, guys, the key is to be in pain. All of you mofos are delusional, all right? So, you know what? But I'm delusional in my own ways, because I created this delusion of pain. Nobody asked me to be in pain about a thing. You know what I mean? And it could be about anything. Healing means the fact that, yes, there's no excuse for horrible things happening, and they suck, okay? And it's hard to get over things. But the fact that we know that we are capable of curing those things by changing our relationship to this thing, means that it is possible, okay? These are obviously, like, there's so much meat under that, and it's like there's so much meat, and it's like the tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot of work that goes into it if you have like intrusive thoughts and PTSD and whatever, all the other things. But I think it's useful to remind myself of like, this isn't a life sentence that the universe gave to me. This is me, bro. It's me, dog. Oh my God. And then I go and I do more idiotic things, because I'm like, you guys think you're gonna fix me with yoga, okay, and healthy eating and going outside and breathing and talking to my friends. No, right? And then I go and I do some stupid shit, right? Because it's like an easier, faster method to feel better. It never makes me feel better. But I romanticize suffering. And that's a confession, okay? What are you gonna do, okay? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, that's my tea. That's my take for today. I hope that that's helpful to fucking anybody. All right, I don't care if it's not. This is my journal. All right. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. Goodbye.